Hi everyone, it's the Paisley Turtle, and I'm here today to film a review of the Vera Bradley iPhone case. And this is the hard shell type case, not the silicone case. So I don't know anything about the silicone case. It doesn't really come in any colors that I would like to have at this time. But if it ever comes out in more colors, I may have one and I'll review it if I get one. I love my iPhone. This is the first iPhone I've ever had. So I was really anal about protecting it, and I had like an OtterBox on it at one point. Then I had an Incipio case on it that was almost like an OtterBox, and that's what I kept on it for months and months and months and months and months. And that was my preference. I didn't want anything to happen to it or to get it dinged up. And I saw my friends having these cute little girly cases, and I was just too afraid to put something in it that thin around my iPhone. I wanted something thicker that would protect it because I'm a klutz and I drop my phone. I've actually dropped this phone less, I think, because I'm paranoid, but I drop my phone. Usually it's on the carpet, but it has been on a concrete or paved like road. Anyway, so when this case came out, Living La Vera Loca actually, I don't know if it was a review or just kind of like a introduction to the case, like showing it like in a haul. I can't remember. I think it was like a review, and I asked her in the comments if it fit in the carry-it-all wristlet, because that was my only like issue with the carry-it-all wristlet and with all my iPhone cases, was that I couldn't get my phone in the back pocket of the carry-it-all wristlet because I loved it. Well, she did a video for me, and she actually got her phone down in there, still pretty tight, but it did buckle. Well, there's just something off about my carry-it-all wristlet, because it doesn't matter what I do, I cannot get this phone to, I mean, I can get it in there, but it doesn't snap. So, I was kind of bummed about that, because that was really the main reason I bought this case, was because I thought, oh, they finally made a case that, or a phone case that would fit down in the carry-it-all wristlet. Anyway, this comes in pieces, and I'm going to attempt to take it apart. I don't know that I'm going to be successful. I highly doubt it. Yeah, no, that's not going to happen. So I do believe that Living La Vera Loca reviewed this without a phone in it. And I think she does take this apart. So if you'll Google her channel, or not Google, but search YouTube for her channel and watch her review on this, you'll be able to see it come apart. So I'm not going to go into that. I'm just going to show you the little features of it, and then I'm going to tell you just like I've had it on my phone for, I don't know, a month or so now, and just kind of tell you my impressions of it. It does have a opening for the camera and the flash. That's been a big deal for me with the iPhone 4S. I've never had an iPhone before, like I said, so I don't know if all iPhones have flashes or not. I don't think they do, because I have a friend that has a 3G, and I don't think hers has a phone. I don't know about the 4. But I'm going to kind of show you, and I have a boo-boo on my hand, so just forgive it. But if you'll watch my finger, kind of, and maybe you can see like this, it's kind of recessed in there. I don't know, indentation maybe. It's really hard to pick up on camera. But I'm really convinced that that's there. You can kind of see it there. But not as well. I don't know, that's really hard to pick up on camera. But anyway, I'm convinced. There, you can kind of see, you see that shadow around it? That'll show you that this dips in. It goes whoop and dips in, and it's got an indentation there around the camera. I believe that the thickness of the case being thinner right here, although it's a little scary for me to not have the camera lens and the flash protected as well, I truly believe that's the key to the fact that the flash works well with this case on the phone. It has plenty of room so it doesn't reflect or anything like that. So that's the first thing I'll talk about. And I wish you could touch and feel, because then you could feel that indentation. It's the exact almost shape of that cutout, and it just goes whoop down into there, and it's just not as thick. Try one more time. There, you can kind of see it there, how it kind of slopes in. But it's not just a huge cutout, which a lot of them are. Like OtterBox has like a huge cutout around the camera. So there's that. There's also, of course, all your typical openings for your headphones, your power button, your charging, your dock, the mute button, and the volume up and down switch. And then it does have a nice opening on the front where a lot of your iPhone shows. That was another thing about that I did like about my Incepio case, was that I have a white iPhone. I wanted to show I like that it's white. And so I like that about this. It also is kind of, it slopes down here as well, as you can see. So if you were to drop it like this, it's up enough off above the screen that it would land on the case, not on the screen of the phone, unless it hit a rock or something. And I have a screen protector on it anyway. We use those. I think they're Zag or something. They're supposed to be like bulletproof. Anyway. So nothing on the front is covered, and like I said, I've kind of covered all the buttons. It's 3 pieces. Like I said, you can look at Living La Vera Loca's video to see the 3 pieces. It is rubberized. It's not as heavily rubberized as some cases that I've had, but it has a nice rubbery finish to it. It's really soft, almost a velvet feel to it. And I really like that. I'm a really big klutz. I do drop my phone. I've said that. That's why I worried about having a thin case on it. But having that rubbery velvet feel gives me some grip, so I don't have to worry about it just slipping out of my hands if I had like a slick case on it. My first touchscreen phone, I had a BlackBerry before that. I had a really slick case on it because it was pink and it was cute. I dropped it all the time. My husband finally just bought me like a black rubber tire looking case like he had, so that I'd quit dropping it. Let's see what else. Oh, the pattern on the back. They're all the same. They don't differ in all. There's, they're not cutting cloth. They're just printing them. So they're all like, so you don't have to worry about going through all of the phone cases to see like which pattern you like the best. This is Paisley meets plaid. If you like Paisley meets plaid, this is the pattern you're going to get. I don't remember what other patterns it comes in, but I'll link it below and you can go and look. If you can see, I'll try to show you the front. You can see that little separation there. That's the front piece. Then this middle piece is almost like a bumper. And then the back printed piece pops on. And then there's where you kind of take it apart. And you can get it apart pretty easily with a coin or something, but just not with your fingers, which I'm kind of thankful for. And I'll be honest, I did drop this pretty hard the other night. I had a speaker attached to it, and I don't know if it was playing some rap music or something, and it just got to bumping, and it bumped on off the stand or the table where I had it. And right here, if you can see this discoloration, you can see that there's a nick out of it in the very corner. Whoops. One more time. Well, let me back it up. My husband's phone focuses differently than mine, which I think is strange. There you go. You can kind of see that I took that nick out of it. But it didn't hurt the phone, and it didn't break the case open. The case didn't pop off. The case didn't, nothing else except that corner came off, and you really can't even see that. I can feel it, but I can't see it. So I'm definitely, it dropped a good 4 feet to the hard tiled floor. And that's all that happened. The case didn't bust apart or anything. So, I'm pretty convinced that it will do a good job protecting my phone unless I just run over the thing or something. I like it's slim. It's easy to hold. I don't have a problem throwing it in my pocket if I want to. Fits very well in my the new smartphone wristlet by Vera Bradley, which is what I'm using in my bag right now for my wallet. Sorry, I'm really sleepy. Let me try to think of anything else I want to tell you about this. I think that's about it. I've kind of rambled for 10 minutes and I didn't even really take the case apart. But, overall, I'm really impressed with it. I think if you're looking for a slimline case that's got a cute pattern, and like I said, there's other patterns and I'll link them below, just, whichever they have. A cute pattern that's got a little bit of, if you like the rubberized feel, the texture, and you want some protection if it's dropped. This is a great case. I think it retails for $29.95 or $32.95, one of the two. I didn't pay that. I bought it off eBay and I paid nowhere close to that. So, just get a good deal, look around. Like I said, that's the one thing, a lot of people don't want to buy on eBay because they're like, well, I can't pick my pattern out. And I totally get that because I never thought about that before, and I'm totally into picking my patterns now, but these are all the same, so you don't have to worry about that. think that's about it. The only thing I really have trouble is getting a little bit to the volume buttons. I will say that. I've been playing Song Pop a lot, a new app game, and I turn the volume up and down based on where I am to listen to the songs, and I do have a little bit of trouble getting in there to get that because I'm used to having a case that has buttons. You know, this is all covered except for the mute switch, and it has buttons that you push from the outside of the case. So, and it is kind of a thick little thing to get down in there. Other than that, that's the only complaint I really have. I think that's it. So this is the Vera Bradley iPhone hard case, and if you have any questions or comments, leave me a note below, and I guess that's all. Sorry I was a little sleepy and maybe a little wobbly tonight, but I had to do this, like I said, when I could get a hold of my husband's phone to film, and just wasn't the best night to do it, I guess, because I'm tired. But hopefully you got the gist, and check out Living La Vera Loca's video on this case to see it taken apart. So you can kind of get the idea, because it doesn't come with instructions, but I really didn't find it that difficult to figure it out. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.